Oh, hello there. I didn't see you.
I'm Maurice.
My name is Shogun. And welcome to Maurice and Shogun Hanging Game.
That doesn't even rhyme.
It doesn't. Welcome back, y'all. Episode 2. How's everyone doing out there?
I'm great, personally.
I'm good. How you doing, Matt?
Yeah, I'm good.
Alright, cool beans, cool beans. So this is our second episode, guys. We decided to give y'all another list for now. Today's list is going to be our top 5 video games that need sequels, because let's be real here. Everyone plays some games. You play a really good game, you kind of need a sequel to that really good game, and it normally doesn't happen. So,
which is a shame.
It is a shame. It's a damn shame.
Like, we got 8 Fast and Furious movies, but we can't get, like, I don't know, whatever, 2?
We have 16 Paranormal Activity movies. Did we really need any of those for that fact? And Saw. Different video for that joint. So, without further ado, D-Man.
What up?
Go ahead with your number 5.
Alright, my number 5 is,
Spirit fingers.
I got jazz hands. My number 5 is Uniracers.
Okay.
This is a game that is very near to my heart and cameraman Matt's heart. It is a game that we played a lot. We wasted a lot of hours on the Super Nintendo. It was a very... I don't even know how to describe that game, but...
You said Uniracers. So you're racing on a unicycle?
Yes, you're racing on a unicycle.
Oh, me. I'm in the game right now, no pun intended.
It was, like, I'm not even big on racing games, but Uniracers was fun. I remember the music was great, and there was never another one. Like, not, give me something, Xbox Live Arcade, come on!
Nothing. Alright then. My number 5, look, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Only the realists in this world know about this game. You a real one, for a fact, because you and I have put in at least 160 hours in this joint. And I'm talking about Def Jam Fight for New York.
Oh my god,
Xbox.
yes!
So, and just to clarify, there is a sequel to it on Xbox 360, Def Jam Icon. It sucks. The graphics was really good, the roster was actually pretty good. Had Anthony Anderson in it though. Whatever. But we really need a number 2 to that joint. I mean, just from the graphics alone, the soundtrack, to the fact that you can put your character in bling or a turtleneck sweater if you want. Come on now. Let me get a sequel to that joint.
I'd like to clarify, it's like we don't want a Def Jam sequel, you want a Def Jam
Fight for New York sequel, yeah.
Yes.
Because we got a sequel once again, it was Icon, but there was nothing iconic about that game.
Nah, it happened.
No, it was trash. Anyway, what's your number 4, homie?
So, my number 4, this is also something of a hidden gem. I had it on PlayStation 2, it's very near and dear to me. Again, you watch enough of these videos, you'll figure out I love giant monsters.
Oh, yeah.
My number 2, my favorite PS2 game, Robot Alchemic Drive.
Yeah.
2, give me 2. If you've never played out Robot Alchemic Drive, you are the protagonist, a person on the street controlling a giant robot, looking first person up at your giant robot as you rock'em sock'em robot fight through a giant city. You can punch robots through buildings. It was great. Do I need to say anything else here?
No.
Shooting lasers, shooting missiles, transforming. It was great.
Alright, my number 4, cool little Sega Genesis game, which to this day, I have never beat this game ever. It's called Comic Zone, actually, and it was one of those titles that came out later on the Genesis. It was near the end of its lifespan. It was getting overshadowed by like the PlayStation at the time, but pretty much, I'm a fan of comics. He's a fan of comics. Y'all now know this. Send us comics. Basically, you are a guy named Sketch, and you pretty much just travel through like a comic book world. The reason why the game is one of the most difficult games actually is because you only get one life on the first level. If you die after that, whoop, game over, you start over from the very beginning.
We might want to be the first one before we start asking for a sequel to that.
I ain't beating the first one. Where the cheat codes at? Game Genie? Okay, your number 3?
So my number 3. Oh, okay. So, something else to learn about the both of us. We love fighting games.
Yeah.
And I remember a few years ago, like right around the time the Xbox One, the next gen launched, they were talking about making Killer Instinct, sequel to that, and that got me hype. And somewhere around that, we got, what was it, the 4th installment of Street Fighter 4?
Mm-hmm.
So with all these revivals, and there was talk of Sony's answer to Killer Instinct was going to be Bloody Roar.
Which was a great game.
And that got this close to being on my list, but instead the one game I wanted more. Well, one of the games I wanted more than that was I wanted a return to Saturday Night Slam Masters.
Ooh, yeah, that would be good.
Especially at a time where the only wrestling games we really get on the market is WWE's yearly game. And I would love some variety. Give me another fighting game, give me another wrestling game, give me Saturday Night Slam Masters dose. Give me back to the Grand Budo. Give me all of it.
Remember that time we had a TNA game?
Try not to.
Yeah, that's a bad time. Moving on. My number 3. Capcom, let me talk to y'all real quick. Let me be real with y'all real quick right now. Capcom, I don't know what you guys are doing over there in your office and everything. I don't know what your designers are doing. I want a Resident Evil 7 game. Resident Evil is my favorite video game series, but once again, Capcom, if you ever in your life make a number 6 again, and you try to pass it off as number 7, I'm going to personally come there, boot all of you in the face. Dustin's going to count to 3, and I'm going to be new champion. That's pretty much how this is about to go. Give me a good Resident Evil game, please. Give me a new Beautiful Joe game, maybe.
Yes.
Or even, you know what? Obscure reference. Give me a Mega Man Battle Network sequel. That series did not end the way it needed to at all. Capcom, hear me out. Give me Powerstone 2, a real Powerstone 2. Thank you, Capcom. This is all I want. Resident Evil and other gems that you guys have. Making me mad.
You brought up an interesting point there. Well, I'm going to touch on that later, though.
Alright.
Till then, I'm going to go to my number dos, which is 2 in French. So, I'm going back to the PS2. I'm going back to my love for giant monsters. And this is actually my second favorite PlayStation 2 game. It's I wouldn't really say it's a hidden gem because a lot of people love it, but Shadow of the Colossus 2.
Can I tell you something? Real
Yes.
talk here.
Yes.
So you know you let me borrow that a long time
Yes,
ago.
I did, yes.
You know I never knew what I was doing and I didn't like the game. And I love it now.
Right,
I'm planning to buy it on PlayStation 3. But you know, at the time I didn't like it because there was no enemies and I couldn't level up. You know, I'm an RPG guy.
Yes.
And I was like, I can't level up.
It's very different because the only enemies you fight in the game are basically all bosses. And they're all these giant, colossal, titan Colossus. Colossuses. But where Robot Alchemic Drive was you're on the street and you're watching a giant robots fight. This one, you are the small hero having to climb up these giant monsters and stab them in the face.
Literally David versus Goliath.
Yeah, it was great. Just do it 16 times in a row.
Is that what I have to do?
Yeah. I would from a story point, I don't know how you would make a sequel, but I don't care.
They did a spiritual sequel, Ico.
I thought Ico was a prequel.
Oh, was it the prequel?
I think so.
I thought that was the spiritual sequel.
Not
Regardless, they should do a number 2
yes,
of that.
they should.
I should probably actually beat number 1 first.
You should.
So.
You should. We should sit down and do that.
For real though. I'll touch on that in a minute as well. My number 2. Alright, real talk now. I'm a Nintendo guy. For real.
Aren't we all?
Pretty much. I like to take pictures now as well. So what game could I be mentioning?
Oh, I like where this is going.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a Pokemon Snap 2?
Yes!
Yeah, just one time. Look, y'all may think just because it's a game where you don't fight anybody or train anything, literally all you're doing is, it's a Nintendo 64 game, all you do is take pictures of Pokemon. Sounds stupid, but until you actually play it yourself,
it's great.
Yeah, it's the funnest game in the world. I'm not going to say too much about it. You guys should just really maybe check it out. Maybe gameplay videos, Pokemon Snap 2. Nintendo, come on, what are y'all doing with my
We're
life?
on the 20th anniversary of Pokemon.
Yeah!
Give us Snap 2.
Pokemon Moon and Sun.
Yep.
Right.
I'm down for it.
What's your number 1?
My number 1. So you mentioned earlier, you sent that open letter to Capcom just now. Among them, you mentioned a fighting game I am very fond of.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier, Saturday Night Slam Masters was one of the fighting franchises I wanted them to bring back in this rumored revival of all these dead franchises. But the number 1, one of the best fighting games I've ever played, one of the funnest, one of the best Dreamcast games ever. I need Powerstone 3.
Yeah.
I need Powerstone 3.
Well, it should be number 2, because the number 2, all it was number 1 with 4 new characters.
Okay, fair enough. Either way, Powerstone 2.5, Powerstone 3.
Yeah.
Give me Powerstone on PS4, Wii U.
Yeah. Something.
Whatever,
Man.
just give me something.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, hell, if they can reboot a Crash Bandicoot series, which is dead right now, let me get a Power Stone game. Plus, especially on the new generation right now, there's a lack of fighting games.
Yes,
Good
that's something else that really bothers me too. Yes.
If you really think we got what,
Street Fighter
5, Mortal Kombat X, Killer Instinct,
Killer Instinct
on the Xbox, and
when was the last time we got Soul Calibur? But I'm not here to talk about Soul Calibur. I'm talking about Power Stone. But I would love, even now when we have, you can play across the world with anybody. Power Stone, give it to me.
Yeah.
Your number 1?
My My number one. All right, Sony, your turn now. All right, Sony. Let me level with you guys too. I want to say 2013. You guys made a game. Specifically, Naughty Dog made a game, and I ain't talking about Crash Bandicoot. I ain't talking about Crash Bandicoot meets Spyro. None of that nonsense. You guys made a little gem called The Last of Us. And, you know, at first you guys was like, we're not going to put out a sequel to this. Yes, you are going to put out a sequel to that game. If anyone out there has ever played The Last of Us, let me just, I mean, you guys know exactly what I mean when I say that story grabs you and pulls you into the story. The character emotion in that game is off the charts. Like, there's a couple scenes where the little girl main character, you find out some stuff about her, one of her friends gets hurt and everything. Like, it's tear-jerking. I don't cry at all, and I didn't cry because I'm a thug, but it was just a great game altogether. And honestly, I see there's reports saying that after Uncharted 4, they're going to go ahead and make a Last of Us 2, but I can wait on Uncharted 4. I personally would have rather had a Last of Us 2, and they're talking about doing a movie for it and everything. I'm actually going to be in it. I'm Joel.
Yeah?
I'm a white guy with a beard now. Whatever. So, yeah, that's all I want right now. That is my number one. But actually, I lied.
You lied.
That's not my number one game
What?
I want a sequel to.
What?
Yeah. There's this little game right here called Shaq Fu on Super Nintendo. I really need a sequel to this right now.
We need to bring back great fighting games to consoles. Lead the way with Shaq Fu.
Fu.
Yeah, in fact, I'm changing my entire list. My number 5, Shaq Fu. Number 4, Shaq Fu. Number 3, Shaq Fu. Number 2,
Shaq Fu.
it's Shadow of the Colossus still.
Oh.
Number 1 is Shaq Fu. though. Yeah.
Matter of
Shaq
fact,
Fu too.
I'm gonna change my list too. My number 5 is Shaq.
Oh,
my
man.
number 4, Fu. Ooh. My number 3, Super. My number 2, Nintendo. My number 1, Dustin and Travain hanging game over. We done.
I can't get up.